In today's episode of Spirit of Innovation, we learn how utility companies plan to improve the power grid to support advancing technology. We find out how the City of Temecula celebrates the arts in a very unique way. We celebrate the season with a behind-the-scenes peek at Temecula Valley's Women's Club Holiday Home Tour. November's guest host, Terry Sue Parker, founded the Good Samaritan Community Food Pantry during the COVID-19 pandemic, and it's still going strong, delivering food, toiletries, and pet supplies to seniors, veterans, cancer patients, foster families, and others at risk and in need. Stay with us as Terry Sue and the Spirit of Innovation team bring you impactful and innovative need-to-know, did-you-know, and good-to-know local community news and information.
Welcome to Spirit of Innovation. Thanks for joining us. My name is Terry Sue Parker, and I'm so happy to be here guest hosting November's Spirit of Innovation. November is a special time of the year for me. Of course, we all enjoy the cooler weather, and I always look forward to gatherings with friends and family at Thanksgiving. But as much as I love this time of year, as the founder of Good Samaritan Community Food Pantry, I'm also very familiar with how busy food pantries become during the holiday season. While food pantries provide important resources for struggling families all year long, these next few months are especially important, as families often face extra expenses toward the end of the year, from holiday gifts to food, from family gatherings, and even the cost of keeping their homes warm. There are many excellent food pantries throughout Riverside County. They include the Community Mission of Hope in Temecula, the Concerned Family Pantry in PERRIS, the MENIFEE Family Community Cupboard Food Pantry in MENIFEE, the Salvation Army Food Centers, which are located in many cities including Riverside, Moreno Valley, and Marietta, the Valley Community Pantry in HEMET, the Well in the Desert Food Pantry in Palm Springs is open on different days of the week at various locations. Of course, there's many, many more. Go to the Spirit of Innovation website for contact information for the pantries I just mentioned, along with links to more resources. The decision to visit a food pantry is often a difficult choice for some. Between the stigma surrounding pantries and common misunderstandings about how the system works, many people do not seek the assistance they need. SOI correspondent J.K. Weldon is here to guide you through some myths surrounding food pantries and how they help.
Thank you, Terry Sue. Food pantries offer invaluable services, and it's important for those who might need those services to know the facts when deciding if a food pantry is right for them. First, did you know that you don't have to be unemployed to be eligible for food pantry services? One of the myths regarding food pantries has many believing that you either need to be unemployed or qualify for food stamps to benefit from food pantries. But for a majority of food pantries, eligibility is determined by self-proclaimed need. Some pantries may ask for identification and proof of address, or may ask how many people live in your household. The second myth is you can only visit one pantry each month. Some pantries may restrict visits due to the supply and demand of available food, but you are welcome to visit multiple pantries to ensure your needs are met during the month. Myth number 3. Food pantries only provide pre-packaged boxes of canned foods. Many pantries provide perishable and non-perishable foods, which can include dairy products, fresh produce, baked goods, frozen meats, and more. Some pantries may distribute these items in a prepackaged form, but many operate a client choice method, allowing families to select only the foods they need or want. And myth number 4, food pantries only provide food. While some pantries only provide food, many offer a variety of non-food options, such as personal care items, paper products, as well as pet and school supplies. Families struggling to provide food are often unable to afford these non-food products, so pantries are there to help with those too. Hopefully this new knowledge helps you make the decision to visit a local food pantry, either as a giver or a receiver. Back to you, Terry Sue.
Thank you, JK. I'd like to encourage everyone to donate to your local food pantry. I can speak from personal experience that food, monetary donations, and grocery store gift cards are always needed. At Good Samaritan Community Food Pantry, we have turkeys thanks to a donation from Morongo Resort and Casino. But we need more in the way of side dishes and fixins. Donations of fresh, healthy food as well as drinks and sparkling cider are all appreciated for Thanksgiving. Gas gift cards donations are also always welcome since they help pay for our food deliveries to over 100 families. And don't forget the pet supplies. Thank you so much, and know that your donation goes a long way in supporting families right here in our community. 4 years ago, California established the monumental goal of relying on zero-emission energy sources by the year 2045. Such a big goal requires big changes, from how electricity is generated to how it's stored and how it's used. Southern California Edison is one of many power companies that have embarked on the clean energy journey, and now Spirit of Innovation takes a look at the power company's role in creating a fully electrified state.
California's electric grid has operated the same way for over 100 years. As technology advances, the power grid must undergo a transformation to support new energy resources and the growing effects of a changing climate.
A modern grid is essential for integrating sources of clean power as California moves toward a carbon-free economy by 2045. The modern grid will integrate distributed energy resources, solar, wind, and battery power, and support power moving not only toward residences and businesses, but away from them as well as they become generators themselves. The grid must be able to sense, communicate, analyze, and act, providing a targeted real-time response to changes in the demand on the grid and to changes in the condition of equipment.
The effects of climate change have been hitting California particularly hard, and the power system particularly so. So there are additional reliability risks that we have to manage and take into account when we're planning those upgraded facilities, like wildfire risk, like the consequences of smoke contamination.
SCE has been installing covered conductor in the high fire risk areas in Southern California. And the covered conductor happens to also have the advantage, not only is it helping prevent a spark that could lead to a fire, but also it's more robust. So we're putting up more robust poles and crossarms. So all of this is what's going on to make the grid capable of doing what we need it to do.
Each year, California faces the risk of blackouts as the high temperatures strain the power grid. One solution to this energy crisis is found in microgrids.
Microgrids are self-contained electric grids that can provide round-the-clock energy for a limited period of time, and that can operate both while tied to the larger grid or when separated or islanded from the larger grid. The benefits of a microgrid include the ability to provide continuous service to customers in the event of an outage.
In Riverside County, KB Homes partnered with SunPower and SoCal Edison to create California's first connected microgrid community in Menifee's Shadow Mountain housing development.
These are new residential villages that are equipped with distributed energy resources, and they have what we call load flexibility capabilities. They are able to reduce the amount of power being drawn on the grid from time to time during periods of need. And they're also highly energy efficient. The features of the homes help customers optimize their energy use and save money and become more reliable and resilient. We're happy to see one of the greatest benefits of this is reduced energy use overall, and that helps reduce greenhouse gas emissions and helps mitigate against climate change.
Learn more about California's path toward a carbon-free future by visiting the Spirit of Innovation's website for information and resources. See how local artists celebrate the area's rich history, natural beauty, and cultural heritage on the streets of Old Town.
The City of Temecula's Quality of Life Master Plan envisions the city becoming a center of art, culture, heritage, and lifelong learning opportunities. Indeed, art is everywhere in Temecula's Old Town, from Front Street's Gateway Arch, created by renowned local artist, the late Robert Morris, to the Dancer Wall by the Old Town Temecula Community Theater. to artist Robin Golden's History of Temecula mural on the corner of 6th and Mercedes Street. It is the goal of Temecula's Community Services Department to ensure that art is always a big part of life in Temecula.
Temecula embraces its artists by offering many different opportunities for the artists, families, and the public to enjoy. For example, First Friday Off the Wall is a way that emerging artists can come and present and showcase their art for an evening, and it supports them by having the public coming and seeing them. Either emerging or student artists are provided the opportunity to use a certain theme. They use that theme to paint a mural and present their work to our community. The annual Ralph Love Plein Air Competition is an event that honors an esteemed artist. He was a resident of Temecula, and to honor him and remember him is we use the competition to invite artists to paint en plein air, which is to paint in the outdoors, because we have so many wonderful artists who just have such a creative mind that they just bring all these new and beautiful perspectives to us.
One of Temecula's most recent projects was to invite artists to turn Old Town's utility boxes into exciting works of art. The city held a competition where 67 artists vied for their work to be selected for these permanent public art displays.
The idea of the vinyl wrapped utility boxes was conceived by my supervisor Tracy Frick, and she found this to be an important project because it really enhances the art as well as supports our local artists. The process of selecting art was through an art selection committee, which consisted of Temecula City Council members on the Arts and Cultural Subcommittee, as well as city commissioners, local citizens, and nonprofit organizations. The project theme was Temecula, and the artists also had to propose an idea for each piece that they submitted. So the pieces were selected based on how well they portrayed the project theme in the way that Temecula is visualized and seen.
Local artist Katinka Clemens-Smith's box adds a bright pop of color to Front Street.
I have always loved utility box art and public art in general, but especially the utility box. I just think they're really fun and can add a lot of playfulness to an environment. I really love just passing by and seeing other people stopping and looking at their art and seeing them actually smile at something I've done without them even knowing that I'm right there. I submitted this piece, which is really quite special to me. I love when the hills get completely full of poppies. It only happens once every maybe 5 to 6 years after a very wet winter. There was over 200 submissions and under 20 boxes, so it really made me feel special to be one of the selected. They really picked a diverse group of us. Some is very traditional and some is more contemporary and even abstract, which I think is very encompassing of the artist and also the community here.
I really love and enjoy ones that have a profound story behind them. Examples would be one that is the Mercantile. That one is by an artist who she grew up in Temecula. She's been here for years, and that was just a place where she would just enjoy and love going and spending time.
These same artists have made their own impact on the city they love, and with the art-wrapped boxes on permanent display, they help make the City of Temecula's Quality of Life Master Plan a reality.
Visit the Spirit of Innovation website for more information on the Utility Art Box project. Now it's time for Good to Know, where we share community events, heartwarming news, and general good-to-know topics and information. Here to get us started are SOI team members Aaron Porras and Tyler Perrone.
The Gil Webb Action Sports Park, located at the corner of Craig Avenue and Evans Road in Menifee, is now open to the public free of charge. It's the largest bike park in Southern California and includes bike trails with over 30 obstacles for different skill levels, a bicycle playground, and a 22,000 square foot pump track.
Are you ready for Thanksgiving? Before you eat, move your feet with 2 Thanksgiving-themed fun runs, both on November 24th. You can join the Inland Valley Turkey Trot at Lago Vista Sports Park in Menifee, or if you are in the Temecula area, head over to the Harvest Honey 5K run starting at Batch Mead. If you love donuts as much as I do, Then head on down to Town Square Park in Murrieta on December 3rd for Donuts with Santa. Children get free admission with 1 canned food per child. Donuts are first come, first served to the first 400 children.
Also on December 3rd, you can go to the Civic Center Amphitheater in Moreno Valley for the annual snow day, then stay until 5:30 p.m. for their tree lighting ceremony. You can take photos with Santa and have hot chocolate and cookies too. Have you visited Christmas Tree Lane at the Promenade Mall in Temecula? If not, what are you waiting for? You can walk along a display of beautifully decorated Christmas trees, which are being raffled off to benefit Habitat for Humanity. While you're there, you just might spot the tree sponsored by JDS Creative Academy. Good luck to everyone purchasing raffle tickets.
November is National Entrepreneur Month, where we celebrate the relentless drive of entrepreneurs around the globe. On Thursday, November 17th, the Inland Empire Center for Entrepreneurship recognized the accomplishments of top business leaders with their 20th annual Spirit of the Entrepreneur Awards program. If you're looking to start or expand your own business, the Riverside County Business Assistance Now program is here to help. They offer permit assistance and financial resources, as well as help with hiring and training.
In that same entrepreneurship spirit, on December 9th, you can attend the Temecula Children's Business Fair at Harveston Lake House, where kid entrepreneurs ages 6 to 14 present their businesses and sell their products. On December 10th, in Banning, come down to the Gilman Ranch and Wagon Museum to enjoy wagon rides around the park, ranch house tours, holiday music, food vendors, and more.
Hanukkah begins on the evening of December 18th. You can celebrate the first night of the Festival of Lights with a 4 p.m. menorah lighting at Temecula's Duck Pond. If you miss it or just want to continue the celebration, head over to another menorah lighting on December 19th at Civic Plaza Drive in Menifee. Enjoy music, jelly donuts, and hot latkes at both events. The Temecula Valley Women's Club annual holiday home tour features some of the finest homes decked out for the holidays. Spirit of Innovation takes a sneak peek at one of these homes, and we learn how the Women's Club helps many in our community.
The Temecula Valley Women's Club was founded in 1980, 9 years before Temecula became an official city.
Ann Woodward was the founder and first president of the Temecula Valley Women's Club. She founded the club because she believed passionately in the benefits that a women's club could bring to a community. She gathered together a small group of energetic, community-minded women who wanted to make a difference in our community.
It's amazing how much the women of the past donated and worked fundraisers to build the libraries, to build the parks. They donated bleacher seats at Temecula Valley High Schools. They helped build the city into a community, and now I think that when we have that foundation, we're looking more to who can we help.
Over the years, the Temecula Valley Women's Club has donated over $3 million to worthy causes and volunteered more than 1.5 million service hours. The club's committees select the beneficiaries of donations, which include local nonprofits such as Michelle's Place Cancer Resource Center and Project Touch Homeless Prevention Program. The club president also chooses a special project to support.
This year, I chose Animal Friends of the Valley's Spay and Neuter Clinic, which they just broke ground on. During COVID, a lot of the low-cost spay and neuter clinics had to shut down. So Animal Friends of the Valleys is the only clinic that does the low-cost spay and neuter. They want to be able to meet this need and have a nice clinic that will have appointments available when they're needed. So I felt that this was a worthy project, and we are more than happy to donate some of our funds to that cause.
The Women's Club is also known for funding scholarships they give to aspiring young people in the area.
This past year, I think we gave out $30,000 in scholarships, but that's just local public high schools. But then we also have a member that teams up with MSJC and their counselors. We also give scholarships to HOBY, which is the Hugh O'Brien Youth Scholarship, and that goes to high school sophomores. We also do Career Pathways, which is someone that maybe they're not going on to college. We're trying to, hit every part of the spectrum as far as scholarships go.
None of this would be possible without community donations. The Holiday Home Tour is the Women's Club's biggest fundraiser and has become an annual tradition that many look forward to attending.
You go to the home and it's decorated for the holidays. It's a lot of fun. And then the marketplace, we have a bakery there and we sell our homemade soups. And these soups, people just want to go to the home tour for the soups. And we also have a bistro where you can have lunch. And then we have a vendor's marketplace.
This year's tour will be open for visitors starting December 3rd, and a sneak peek at one home does not disappoint.
It's a beautiful home, and the homeowners are just so creative. It's like an 80s home, but they've redone it. It just has some really delightful accents, and the property is just gorgeous as well.
The home tour is a wonderful way to welcome in the holidays and support the good work the Temecula Women's Club does in the community. And if it inspires you to join, all the better.
We're a club that is looking for women who are interested in giving back to the community through service hours. We also have a number of different committees that make up our club so that each woman who joins can find the passion for their particular interests in helping our community. Just contact us and we will get you signed up to attend so that we can welcome you when you come.
Tickets for the Temecula Valley Women's Club Holiday Home Tour are on sale now. Go to our website for more information on where and how you can buy yours.
Thank you, Tyler and Aaron. Giving Tuesday is a global day of generosity, taking place on November 29th. It's also a day to encourage people to give back in any way they can, whether that's donating money or volunteering your time. JDS Creative Academy and other nonprofit organizations appreciate all the support they receive on Giving Tuesday and throughout the year. You can also support nonprofits by attending their events. Come to JDS Studios on December 17th and or 18th to see JDS Actors Studio one-act holiday plays along with the JDSCA Winter Showcase that includes creative works from Academy's fall digital and performing arts classes. Here's more. What a great time that will be. There's even more happening at JDS Studios. Enrollment for JDSCA's spring class is now open and classes start on the week of January 23rd. JDS Video and Media Productions, Inc. had the pleasure of producing and sponsoring TEDx, Temecula's videos of their latest speakers. Check them out at tedxtemecula.com and be prepared to be inspired. Speaking of inspiration, JDS Actors Studio co-founders Diane and Scott Strand's best-selling book, Show Business, is the perfect holiday gift for the rising star in your life. It's available at bookstores and online. That concludes this month's episode. I really enjoyed guest hosting, and it's been wonderful hanging out with the hashtag JDS family. Don't miss the SOI training crew on radio station 1025 The Vine 7 days a week with the JDS Creative Academy Community Spotlight. You can also catch the SOI crew streaming live episodes of the SOI Update on YouTube and co-hosting our new podcast, SOI Talk, on 101.3 KATY Radio, Sunday mornings at 7 a.m. and anywhere you stream your podcasts. The next episode of Spirit of Innovation drops on December 21st with new special guest host. Who is it? You'll need to tune in next month to find out. I'm sure whoever it is will have almost as much fun as I did. Until then, SOI out.